Afternoon, hi. My name is Frankie Kington. I'm known as a wise entrepreneur. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. What I'm going to talk about in this YouTube video is I'm going to talk about the importance of communication. When I talk about communication, I'm going to give you three or four different aspects which I've talked about and touched on before. How important communication really is. To be a really good communicator is really important because anything what we do requires this. If we don't get it right, it may hinder us, it may trip us up, it may cause problems. So it's really important to understand the importance of communication no matter what we do. That's with our family, business colleagues, friends, or even at work or our careers. So let me touch on you why it's so important. When you go to a job interview, if you don't have the right communication, you're not going to get the job. What is the right communication? Body language, your dress sense, being punctual on time, good handshake, great eye contact, smile, a good posture, communicate with your certifications of what it is that you do when you want this job. Communicate by looking at the employee or employer in the eyes. Always remain that communication. Communicate by finding out what the job it is that you're going for. What is it about? Do you know enough about the job? Are you talking to the employer about the job, why you want it, and why you're the person to have this job? That's all to do with communication. The idea is to make sure the person who's interviewing you is as calm and at ease as possible. And that's your job to communicate that to him, to make you feel confident, to make you feel assured that you are the right person for that job. That's the first point and the first one I'd like to touch on and talk to you about the power of communication when you go for job interviews. All the little tips what I've told you about means that you're halfway there to securing that job or that career what you actually want. So always remember to communicate positively. And your body language is so important. So remember that as well with the little tips and points what I've just actually raised as well. So what about when you go for a business interview or your networking as we call it? How do you communicate? Do you have the same body language? Do you wear suits? Do you smile? Good handshake? Are you interested in that person? Because it's always about that person. So when we network, we want to know as much about that person as we possibly can. What tone of voice do we use? We communicate that across. How do we communicate with this person? What questions do we ask? Have we got his interest at heart? Are we patient? All forms of communication. Do you want to offer him a drink? Know a little bit more about that person. What he does. What makes him tick. Building camaraderie and friendship. Being patient. Not always rushing in. Just being patient and trusting the process. That's what I do at a network marketing meeting. I always come prepared. Dress, attitude, punctual, smile, great handshake, and always positive and confident. I feel in place here at this networking event. I feel like I can offer and serve somebody in this networking meeting values of my own business experience. Somebody in there would need my expertise. That's how you approach a network meeting. Positive and confidence and good cheer. Always thinking that I'm going to get one business deal or one business connection or relationship out to this networking event. You're always thinking positive. You're going there one step ahead. That's networking, a networking interview. What about if you're out socially? Is it important to connect to people and have that same kind of attitude? I don't know your situation. You might want to meet someone or come into a relationship with a girl or a partner. Or you might be wanting to settle down or have children, have a family. What about that type of communication? How do you communicate there? Do you adapt the same attitudes? Are you polite? Are you friendly? Are you coming across as warm, compassionate? Are you coming across as empathetic? Are you giving and taking? Because everything's about give and take. If you can't give and take in any relationship, you're not going to be successful. Communication is really about creating values. Are you creating values for your life? Values are so important. Success comes from it, but when you create values, it means you're going to be happy with the values that you created. When you're happy with the values that you created, your success becomes a lot more happier for you in your life because the values are so important. It goes to show that you're going to become very happy. Success and money, if you're not happy, it can be very dangerous. So it's really important to create value at every single moment in our lives. Creating value, then success comes. Two forms of communication now, which is very important: value and success. Communicate it across to everybody you meet, and you will be a winner in life. Having stratospheric happiness and success. So now I want to touch on, how do you a good communicator? That's what I want to know. But what I'm going to do is ask you 10 questions. True or false? Think about it. And tell me, ladies and gentlemen below, are you a good communicator? I'd like to know. And I will feed this information at the bottom of my YouTube channel. And let me know if you are a good communicator, because it's really important. So question number 1. I always stop what I am doing and listen when someone talks to me. What do you feel? True or false? I strive to listen to the words and emotions of the sender in all interactions. Number 3, if I am conscious of the non-verbal messages I am sending through my pitch and tone of voice and through my body language. Number 4, I think carefully about the best time and place to deliver my message before I decide to speak. Number 5, I consider alternative methods of delivery and choose the one that will have the greatest effect and benefit depending on the person and the context. Number 6, I am always careful to follow through on my promises in order to convey that I can be relied upon and dependent and trustworthy. Number 7, I am empathetic and conscious of the feelings of other people. Number 8, I request feedback and advice from others and then act upon it. Number 9, I solicit and give honest feedback when communicating with others. Number 10, I encourage other people to reach their goals and to realize their potential and be all that they can be. Now, did you hear them questions? I hope you did. I'll put them below my YouTube video, but I'd love you to reply to them. Think about that, about the word communication, how important it is to you and how important that we need it. So are you a good communicator? I'd love to hear. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Frankie Kington Life Coach. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'd love to hear your feedback on, are you a good communicator? Feedback, a comment, let me know. It's really important. Because remember, communication could be the key to your success. Thank you so much for listening to me, ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneur, infopreneur, innerpreneurs, lovely ladies and gentlemen, successful people. Take care. My warmest wishes to you all, and I hope you found this video of great value. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.